This is a memorial in remembrance of the once mighty Appalachian Mountains, which are now a mere shadow of what they once had been. Not quite gone, but definitely not forgotten. So the shelters in the Great Smoky Mountains National Park seem to be stone buildings, and you've got a metal roof on the front side, and on the back side it looks like a plastic roof of some sort. They do not have privies. They instead have a toilet area, which is a different drainage basin from where the water source is. You also notice they have a chimney there because there's just a wee bit of a fireplace, which people sometimes use, it looks like. Yeah, I see some burnt logs, but people do tend to use the fire pit outside more. And everyone I've seen has had a tarp in front, at least in the national park. Trail is blocked both over here and over here. Look at all that carnage. Almost at Kuwohi. That doesn't mean it'll be easy to get there. Well, I had to go downhill a bit. Oh, yeah. And multiple trees you got to get around here. Quite a few fallen trees here. But the good news is, now we're on the road or walkway to Kuwohi. Okay, here it is. The summit tower winds around like a big old ramp. And this is the summit, or somewhere near here is the summit. View from the top of Kuwohi, there's Fontana Lake. And looking back towards the mountains, we've gone over Rocky Top and Thunderhead, and the general direction of Knoxville. And over there is Gatlinburg, and there's Mount LeConte, that big massif there. And you can see Mount Guyot, Big Cataloochee. Off in the far distance is the Black Mountains, including Mount Mitchell, which is the highest summit in the east. And here's the rest of the view here until you get back to Fontana Lake. Here on the high Smokies Ridge, especially on the Tennessee side or the northern side, and especially in the shade, you've got a bit of ice and snow on the trail at this time of year. It's not quite enough to warrant the use of microspikes, because your microspikes will be on rock for a lot of it, or on soil. So the best you can do is just wear shoes with good traction and be careful. Interesting wire fence here. Just dives right in, comes out the other end, continues down. Not sure who they're blocking here. It's not a regular cattle guard. Don't know. And here it is, Newfound Gap. So I'm gonna look into hitching a ride to Gatlinburg down that way. Beautiful southeast view into North Carolina from the Newfound Gap car park.